I've been an affiliate, too lyrical, magnificent. My brain never been impotent. Annihilate competition quick, deadly with that penmanship. White bars with ice picks, got a vice grip on a nice shit with nice lips. I like it. Stop my feet, then I break the ground, equivalent to an earthquake sound. Grab your collar, then shake it down. Leave you at the lost pound. Ground and pound, your face mush. People with talent need a push. Nah, they gangsta aura was. Plus, I thank them for the push. This beat makes me lose my mind. Grab your neck and rip your spine. Break that hammer, Valentine. Gonna need some turpentine to heal up your bruised cuts. Right? Every day I'm losing fucks. Sorry about your damn luck. Drink that bleach that's in my cup. I've been told you you're a waste. All you is a waste space. Get your hands up out my face before I have to catch a case. Drag your carcass on the floor so your flesh get ripped apart. Savage style you can't ignore. Already ate but feed me more. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends. I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends. I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends. I'm a monster among men. I bet you think you're gonna get away. Better hope and pray for a better day. You all my prey, but it's elevate. Just another fatality. So bring down, we'll keep the crown. I'm aggressive with my style. Fuck that bitch, then smack a child. Monsters don't have time for clowns. In the darkness like a shroud. Locked on target, then I pound. Snatch you up, did it make a sound? Got you stressed, you lost some pounds. I'm a super heavyweight. Put you on my dinner plate. Collect the skulls, dig my safe. My brain is in outer space. I like bass, but not the rapper. Spiteful with that shit, you bastard. Got you baptized like a pastor. Can create another disaster. Let me loose, I'll break the chain. Shoot one glass, don't feel the pain. All these motherfuckers sound the same. Caught my path, don't make a lane. Can't be tamed, won't never change. Mix my strength for Hulk Bane. Hang you from a window pane. Scary like the Mandalay. Then to the back is known to peace. I will walk, nigga, fuck the peace. Make sure opposition is deceased. All they do is call police. Now his mama wanna cry. The tears flowing from my eyes. Probably gonna testify. Split your body like a pie. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. I bet you don't gonna get away. Better hope and pray for a better day. You all my prey, baby, elevate. Just another fatality. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. Fuck them, create my own trends. I don't have friends, I'm a monster among men. I bet you don't gonna get away. Better hope and pray for a better day. You all my prey, baby, elevate. Just another fatality.
Yo, what it do though? Episode 200. 200 episodes, B. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's an accomplishment, and shouts go out to y'all for making this a reality. Definitely been a long road, B. We had our ups and downs, but we here now. You know what I mean? Like, definitely some goofy moments. And, you know what I mean? Some revelations and shit like that. Like, you know, when it comes to us doing our own booking, like we will book a show faster than any promotion would. Blindfolded, all that shit. And what they would do, they would just run and take our ideas. But that's neither here nor there, right? I just want to definitely let everybody know, like when it comes to, you know, the table, when it comes to people that pull up for the replays, you know, all y'all, I appreciate y'all. And, you know, spread the word. Y'all too on the roundtable, spread the word. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep growing. Why not? I see you, Black Star.
It was goody, man.
What it do though? What's goody? We are in France. No, we had him
what you sent me was something that I never thought I'd ever see.
It depends on which one you're talking about, pause. Like, like that shit, the first video, that was definitely an accident. I don't know how the fuck that shit got sent to you.
Yeah, but I gotta really laugh off that one.
Yeah, I'll be watching some, yeah.
But the Rikishi,
like
track.
nobody ever. Here comes Rikishi with a diss track towards Hulk Hogan. Like they didn't even have a rivalry on camera or anything. Like this shit just came out of nowhere.
To the beat of Fall Back. I was like, what?
Mentioning Hulk Hogan. Remember when he talked to The Rock about
the Great White Hope? Yeah.
I was like, no.
You spoke about Bruno Sammartino also, I think.
He was doing a diss track to Fall Back. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I said it to Nate. Nate was saying like it sounded like some some rock and roll, some shit like that. Not in verbatim, but basically like on some rock type shit. I'm like, my dude, that's Lean Back. That's a Fat Joe track, Lean Back. That's what we use.
Just like, no, not Lean Back. No.
What he said, now take that. Now take that.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, but the fucking part that had me crying was the whole do you want the finger poke of doom or the Samoan spike? I like that part right there. That was funny.
That was like and like the first verse, right?
That was the second verse.
Second verse, okay. Which is like a 2-verse song, right?
Yeah.
I think
it's
like around like 2 minutes, maybe like a minute 30.
Yeah, I listened to it like twice. I don't care. Like, people's out there burying it and all that. And I'm like, come on, what do y'all expect? This dude is a 60-year-old wrestler. Like,
he sound good. I liked it.
Yeah.
No, like it wasn't bad. Like I was just shocked.
It wasn't. It because it came out of nowhere. Like it was like, wait, hold on. I was like, what the
fuck? Let's be clear. Majority of the wrestling community is racist any fucking way. So of course they're gonna take Hulk Hogan inside.
Jim Cornette.
Hey. Like you watched the video, right? Like, did you watch it?
Nah, I didn't watch the actual video. Well, when he was on the drive-through.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch the actual video, but I heard that he was saying like basically he was referring to somebody else. He wasn't referring to Swerve.
Like if you look at the picture, like you might think that there's something up here. But the whole thing, he was really standing up for Swerve. If you watch the video.
There's no Diddy shit. This dude loves saying no. He say no Diddy more than I say pause.
Yo, it's good, TKO.
Yeah, what up, y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all living?
We're good. We're good.
Life is good. Life is good, B. Life even got better because we had to witness the Sultan.
The
Sultan, of the Sultan, aka Rikishi diss track.
The greatness of the Sultan.
I'm just so mad I can't play this. I want to play this shit here so bad.
Oh my gosh,
man, what is going on in 2024, man?
Yo, Cat Williams opened the portal.
I think that Eclipse played a part too. Like shit.
I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, did I die? Am I in heaven?
Bro, we're not even halfway through the year yet. This is crazy.
Yeah, this summer's gonna be retarded.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh God.
Oh God, forget about it.
Because like if you think about it, perhaps WWE's best rivalry hasn't even shown up yet. They haven't even told that story yet. And it's the rivalry between Punk and Drew.
And Mac and Savage. Yo,
yes.
I'm telling you, B, the fucking it was so lit. It was so lit when we was out there for Raw, B. This dude is so super duper over. Like he If it wasn't him, it was Jey Uso. Well, mainly him, but Jey Uso definitely was over too.
Like the second Puxon stopped being a bitch, I was like, oh, I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this.
And CM Punk has always had his diehards for real. So he gonna be over no matter what he does.
And then when Drew brought up AJ Lee, I was like, oh God, I can't wait for
Mac and
August.
Savage B, like what that dude, what Sheamus said. He said you getting real good at the one-liners.
He is.
Like he brought up AJ Lee. He said, I'm gonna whoop your ass and take your girlfriend. I was like, oh God, please just let this happen. No injuries.
Dude said if I wasn't married, I would. Dude said I'll whoop your ass on Twitter in real life. If I wasn't married, I'll take your girl and whoop your ass in front of her. Good Lord.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, only thing that sucked is that I couldn't get a good shot of Punk because he was on the opposite side. We had some real decent seats too. Like, shots go out to my boo-boos. She gave us some real decent seats. We was like, okay, you know, Mahomes was in the front row. We was like on the left side of him, like 7 rows back.
Okay, so you got a good shot at.
That's fire.
Yeah, we had really good seats. We was close to. We wasn't on the floor, but we was close to the floor.
Like,
that's what's up.
Then and like this. Then when Randy Orton said, I'm an RKO that son of a bitch Tama Tonga, I was like, oh God. What did I do to deserve this?
I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody's going crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of skipped SmackDown tonight because I already saw the spoilers.
Yeah, me too. This is a throwaway show. We all ready for tomorrow. Y'all got your passport ready? We going to France tomorrow.
Vive la France!
Man.
Vive la France.
Vive la France.
And they need to do WWE needs to do international shows like for almost all their pay-per-views, honestly.
Except for the big four.
I like what they're doing with Backlash. Yeah. Like Backlash, you should keep doing that for Backlash. Like just leave America every Backlash. Keep that thing going.
The plan is that all the non-major shows are gonna be done internationally, and the big four is gonna be done in the United States.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Like, I'm definitely here for that shit because, you know, the other thing I want them to do is, okay, y'all going to another country, whatever the case may be, right? All right, can y'all spruce up the decor when it comes to the arena and shit like that? That's always been my main gripe. One of my main gripes, I should say, because it's like, just be creative. Like shit, fuck it. Bring back the damn the guillotines for Backlash or something. Remember the guillotines they used to have on the stage?
You mean that swinging, right? That swinging pendulum thing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, the swinging pendulum. Yeah, not the guillotine, the pendulums.
It did look like a guillotine though, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like make shit fun.
Like to me, it's kind of turning into the UFC if you think about it. The way that they're doing things, the walks up to the arena, the naming of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think they're ODing with that shit. Not every single person.
I like it.
I like it, but I think it's being overdone. Not every single person needs that. You know what I mean? Because that's number one. That's eating up valuable TV time. That's number one. And number two, it just takes away of the, like it makes it look lackluster because if everybody's getting that special treatment, then it's like whatever, I would say for like the top five, the top five, like when it comes to the top of the card, like five, I'll say for like five of the guys, for the females. You know what I mean? They'll have a segment like that when you have them walking into the arena. But to me, everybody, like, come on.
To me, you should only do it for the main event, players.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the top five, like the top five when it comes to the males and the females. Yeah, do that.
but I like the way that they're doing it. Also, like, I like this. Like I like this. Like, I like the way that they're naming pay-per-views. They're calling Backlash this year Backlash France. So, like, oh shit.
Yeah, like you see, like you definitely see little shit changing here and there. But I think I ain't gonna lie, I want more change. I may be impatient, but it's like when you see the glaring bullshit, the glaring McMahonisms, when you see this shit still glaring, it's like, come on, B. Like, yeah, I kept drilling down in our motherfucking gullet that is a new administration. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you told us. So we expect everything to be different. It just is what it is. Like, I won't say everything, 80%. 80% is supposed to be different. And it's not. It's still, for the most part,
60. It's 60.
It's like a good 50 or 60. But
yeah, it's a good 60%, you know? It's not bad.
But I love the changes, like that camera angle that they show when they introducing the champion and challenger. I like that new camera angle.
Yeah,
the new plate, the new graphics. Like,
yeah, it's like how they pan the camera. Like when it's a championship match, it's how they particularly pan the camera. I ain't gonna lie, I thought they was being petty towards towards Bailey, because Bailey, her face is, I don't want to be rude, and I thought, because that's the first time they did it, and I'm like, yo, why they doing that? They not low. Like, come on now, yeah. But they started doing it for everybody else too when it came to championship matches. So I'm like, all right, cool. I thought they was trying to be fucking petty.
Oh man.
Then I think it was like Wednesday night. I was like, oh, this son of a bitch. Like, why is Jungle Bum the muscle of your faction? Like, I'm just kind of like looking at the
because the thing about this new, like, I've been praising this EVP gimmick with the Bucks. I think it's dope, honestly.
Yeah, I like it too. It's just that they have the wrong people. They're the wrong people at the wrong spots.
You know what's crazy to me is the Bucks are basically doing what they've done for years. They do fuck shit and then expect for people to still love them.
Like, to me, they should be chicken shit heels, but they're not acting like it.
Well, they kind of are chicken shit heels.
Yeah.
Well, they just doing it.
I don't think we ever seen them run from somebody. I wouldn't say, I don't think they ran from anybody. Like, when it comes to, how they do the whole cliche, that face running in the ring and then everybody disperse. Did that ever happen? I don't think that ever happened.
It happened once, I think. It happened when FTR showed up on Wednesday.
Okay, but that's about it. Yeah, but that's about it. But it wasn't that bad. Although I didn't
watch the whole show. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep. And I'm not saying the show was bad. I was just tired. I watched, like, because remember we was chopping it up a little bit. Black Star, like, I fell asleep like a half hour into the show.
I'm not gonna lie though. I am kind of worried for Kenny Omega though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, he looks like he's fucked.
Like, bro,
he was hurt from before and he came back. Remember when he was hurt? Who he had fought? Right after the whole the belt collector gimmick. Right after the whole belt collector gimmick, he was hurt and then he came back. And that's when him and the Young Bums had won the Trios belts. Was it the Trios belt? Yeah, it was Trios belt.
That was the night that Punk went off on.
Right. He was working hurt all that time, and then the injury got worse.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This looked Omega, even when he did that dragon suplex to Jack, even he looked like he could barely move. Like, Kenny, you really risking life and limb here.
He can't do like with him. He can't do any moves that have you land stomach first.
Yeah, bro, when it comes to NJPW, like,
bro, he can't do. Bro, 90% of his offense is his New Japan offense, so he's gonna have to
exactly.
He's gonna have to switch it up.
Yeah, he gotta dumb that shit down like a motherfucker. And I ain't gonna lie, that got me thinking like, damn, maybe he should have went to WWE when he had the opportunity.
He has to learn to land on his side and back more than his stomach.
Cause he got the diverticulitis, right?
Yeah.
That shit, man.
That's
I remember
full stomach right there, man.
I remember when Brock Lesnar got it, and then the very next, I think it was like 2 pay-per-views later, he had to face Alistair Overeem. I was like, oh god.
him and Shane McMahon had it.
I was like, oh god, this is not gonna end well for him.
But the thing about it is Brock Lesnar don't wrestle full time, so it doesn't really like affect him as much. Omega is a different story. He wrestled.
This when he before he came back and read. This is when he was still in UFC when he had the
when he was in UFC, he had to face like Alistair Overeem, and Alistair Overeem kicked him in the stomach just one good time. It was like, oh, fight's over. Fight's over. And plus, that was when Alistair Overeem was on every single known steroid in Russia and America.
Right.
I was like, Jesus, what are you doing to him?
Yeah. Like I said, Omega need to take it easy for real. The fact that he was able to take that bump that he took on Wednesday is crazy.
I'll be shocked if Omega wrestles more than once a year.
Well, they just teased that he's gonna have another match with Okada, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, do it in England, and that's just one match a year.
Thanks for the likes.
I'd be down for that, honestly. You know what he could do? If he's gonna wrestle one match a year, he could be another on-screen authority figure like the Bucks.
Yeah, he should be just like if you're going to make an AEW GM,
we need more likes though, y'all. We need more likes. It's episode 200. I understand we go earlier an hour earlier now. I don't know if y'all got the memo now, you guys, but people out there, whatever. We do go an hour earlier now. You know what I'm saying? From now on, instead of going live at 10 p.m., we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Like yesterday, like I was watching some old HBO boxing, right? And like I was watching some of the old 24/7s. Floyd Mayweather was so disrespectful to his father. It wasn't even funny.
Y'all remember that, right? He definitely was.
Yeah.
Like I was like, Jesus, what the hell did he do to you? And then Roger,
he knew he could whoop his ass. That's what it was.
Probably.
He said, I could whip your ass. What you gonna tell me?
And then we look at the Pacquiao 24/7s. Like Pacquiao was always all respectful and shit. I was like, wait, like wait a minute. No wonder everybody liked him and nobody liked Floyd. Like Floyd was about to whoop his father's ass on HBO. During tapings of the show, I was like, oh my god, like what are you doing? Like it was bad. Like it really was. And then when the fights come, everybody knows that he's going to win the fight because he doesn't get touched. I was like, just wow.
Fucking speaking of sports, so I see the Knicks is going to the second round of the playoffs, huh?
And they're losing.
Who they got to go against in the second round?
Indiana.
Oh.
They better thank God they don't have to face Milwaukee.
Like, I heard this dude Brunson had got 40 points.
Yeah, like he dropped 40, 45, and 47 in the final 3 games of that series.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah.
But is he a Carmelo Anthony 2.0?
He's more like who can I compare him to? Have you watched Bradley Beal before?
What's good, Ballet? With Bradley Beal?
Yeah. He used to play for
Um,
Washington. Now he plays for Phoenix now.
I'm not really. No.
Okay, let me simplify this further for you. Do you remember? Do you remember Mark Jackson?
Of course.
Yeah, he's Mark Jackson, but he actually has a jumper, a consistent jumper. He's Mark Jackson.
He was with the Pacers. Yeah, he was with the Pacers too, right?
Yeah. He was Mark Jackson with a consistent jumper. That's what he is. Like with Mark Jackson, you kind of slack off him and dare him to shoot. But with Brunson,
so he doesn't attack the paint. Brunson, does he attack the paint?
Yeah, he does, but it's with people that he clearly overmatches.
Oh, he's sucker. He a sucker.
Like for instance, like
you know, Starks wanted all the smoke. Starks was like, "Fuck that! I'm trying to dunk on Shaquille O'Neal."
Patrick Beverly did something I never thought would happen.
What?
Game 6 yesterday. Like he threw the basketball at some fans and hit some women in like a row behind the target that he was supposed to throw the ball at.
Oh, that's crazy.
So he calls for the basketball, catches it, and there was some white guy talking shit to him. So the same ball the girls threw back to him, he threw it at the white guy. Then everybody's all like, "Oh, he should be suspended 10 games." Like, no, it should depend on what was said. If that white guy said something completely out of line, yeah, he deserves to have the ball thrown at him. He deserves to get his ass whooped, but you can't do that. So the ball thrown at him is justified or it's justified in a situation. Now, what he did afterwards, see, that was bad. Because somebody from ESPN tried to interview him. So Patrick Beverly said, "Oh, did you just subscribe to my podcast?" She said, "No." They said, "Interview over." I was like, "Oh shit."
Nah, that's crazy.
So they asked him after the game, like, "Why didn't you grant the interview?" She said, "Because she did. She never subscribed to my podcast." I was like, why? Like, why are you doing this? It's funny, but it's probably going to be a 3-game suspension. Again, depending on what was said. A 3-game suspension is probably going to start next year. So who gives a shit?
Gotcha.
Then the Lakers, they fired Darvin Ham today. Which was expected because of what happened against Denver. He was 1-10 against Denver in his coaching career. So yeah, it makes sense.
1-10?
Yeah, 1-10.
Jeez.
He couldn't beat Denver.
So I was going out to the heady guy. Yeah, you seen that shit, right? I posted, and that's another thing too, y'all. Like, you know, let's get some engagement going on in the community posts. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Black Star. You stay commenting and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, well, you know, when it comes to, you know, TKO, Toph, whoever, make sure y'all comment. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna hurt you to comment. Cause I'll be fucking I'll be posting some funny shit, some interesting shit on a community post. Ballet too. You already know Ballet. That shit was wicked, right? Roman Reigns as Shredder.
Like, yeah, you think I'm bad on the show? I'm worse on the comment section.
Do you like? You know what I mean? Like, this is our shit. This is our platform. Be like, we the voice of the voices over here. Let's keep doing what we do. We don't always have to be in the inbox talking about wrestling. Like, you know, we could talk on the community post also.
Right.
Hey, who like, oh yeah, like, then I watched the
You right, Ballet?
Like then I watched the Canelo Alvarez press conference, and that was some amazing shit right there. Because like who knew that Canelo Alvarez hates Oscar De La Hoya now? I did not see that shit coming. He was all like, he said, like Oscar walked up to Canelo and said, "You better put respect on my fucking name." Like, where did this come from?
Will Smith.
Then Canelo was cussing him out in Spanish. I was like, you do know Canelo can beat your ass.
Shit, I could beat Oscar De La Hoya ass. That nigga like 60 years old.
Yeah, around there. Probably like 57. But hey, who's counting?
All respect to him though. Oscar De La Hoya, like one of the best brawlers in the game.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was.
Like they thought, like, oh, because he a pretty boy. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Oscar De La Hoya was about that smoke.
Yeah, that was never a dude that he didn't want to face.
Yeah, because they thought that he was like that, that pretty boy, all that shit. Anyways, box face Cameron, Ronda Rousey, stinking ass, pussy ass.
Yeah,
yo, she is fired. The worst. Yeah, like she got Gulak fired. Now, my thing is this, like I explained in the group chat or whatever, right? Now, if Gulak was on some bullshit, then yeah, fuck him. He should lose his job because you shouldn't be out here groping your employees, male or female. It don't matter. Should not be groping them. But it's pretty obvious that he didn't do that. He admitted to the whole, he brushed up against his hand brushed up against, I guess her drawstring, the pull string, when it comes to the her shorts or whatever, and he apologized right then and there.
The simple fact that Gulak admitted that he was there was the final, the icing on the cake.
Yeah, but
man, I knew as soon as Ronda opened her mouth that it was over for Gulak. I knew it.
If Gulak would have denied that he was there, then the tape would have solved everybody's questions.
He probably would have He probably would have still had his job.
Probably would have had his job.
That's the funny thing. He probably would have still had his job if he just kept quiet and didn't say anything.
Like if he never admitted that he was there, he would have still had his job. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's crazy because it's like you act like this dude was just going around being a groper and doing the most. That right there is like, come on now, this dude, he probably got a family and all that, and he gotta lose his job. Like he's gonna be good, Like if you really think of it, the Indies is gonna cook this summer.
Let me ask y'all a question.
And when it comes to TNA, MLW, what may have you, they're gonna cook us. It's just a lot of stars out there. Look at Ethan Page. Ethan Page is a free agent. Like who knows? Page looks like he's going to WWE. Nah, I don't think he should go to WWE.
He might work in NXT.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. I think because right now they don't have no room for Ethan Page in WWE, NXT, what may have you. I think he should go back. How old is he, as a matter of fact? How old is Ethan Page?
Let me see. Give me a second. Continue talking.
Yeah. How old is Ethan Page? You know how old Ethan Page is, TKO?
No clue.
Because we definitely got to factor in his age. Because I think
he's 34.
He's getting up there. He just might, like, I ain't gonna lie. Now, if I was him, I'll go to WWE. Like, fuck it. 34 in wrestling years, it's like 43.
Literally everybody's over 40 in WWE now.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, Toph said that from before, as a matter of fact. Speaking of, Toph was the one that was saying, like, come on, like, look at AJ. He's
Kermit,
number AJ's the number one contender for the WWE Championship. And how old is AJ? Like in his mid 40s?
Close to 50.
I mean, excuse me, close to 50. Excuse me, yeah, close to 50.
Yeah, I've been telling this to a lot of my friends for a while. The prime of a wrestler
has changed.
It's not the mid 30s anymore. It's not the 70s and the 80s because, for one, the wrestlers, and this isn't just WWE, this is wrestling in general. The wrestlers are not on the road 300 days a year like they were. They're not working 7 days a week like they were. Drug use and steroid use is not rapid like it was. And a lot of the wrestlers today, really not just wrestlers, but like athletes in general, like when they're not on the road, they're not like at a bar partying and shit. Most of them they have like, they're content creators. They have like YouTubes and Twitch streams and TikTok. Like they're just at home, like just playing video games and shit. You know, they do yoga. They live a different life, you know. So
to add on,
why are you pausing that, Bella? Aren't you a female? Like, why would you pause that if you're a female?
And to add on what Toph is saying, there's an old lie from Chappelle's show: cocaine was a hell of a drug. What do you think? Cocaine was a hell of a drug.
Right. We're getting better with that. We're getting better with that with the men. But unfortunately, we're just still not there yet for the woman. There definitely is there is a negative connotation.
There's a bit of a learning curve to me with the women.
Yeah, there's still a negative connotation for being an older woman. Like there's definitely a negative connotation for being an older woman because if you're older, for whatever reason, they don't consider you to be marketable or desirable. That's the main reason why Ember Moon or Athena, she got cut, because when they blew up NXT, their whole plan was like youth. And it's like, wait a minute. At that point, when they blew up NXT, she was like 36. Like, that's not old. But they saw that as old. Though?
Like, wasn't that more Vince era than?
Yeah. But they still wanted to cut anyone who was like above a certain age. You know, she got cut. Taya Valkyrie.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah. Killer. Taya got cut, and when Taya was there, she was like 38. You know, she got cut. That's the reason why Shayna Baszler is not getting pushed, because Shayna, when she got pushed and when she got her call up, she was already like 39, 40. You know, Vince didn't like that. Vince was like, "Oh, you're too old," and it's like, but she can still go though. You know, like it doesn't hurt them or anything. So unfortunately, we're not there yet.
Speaking of, damn, Toby, you be talking so damn fast.
Sorry. All right.
Good. No, you good, because it's like, because you be dropping some good points and then you just keep on going. Like sometimes I'll be like in a dissect where you had said. But all right, like with the Shayna Baszler shit, like how does she do in Bloodsport?
Oh yeah, she did great. You mean the indie show, like the Week of Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did fine. The crowd loved her.
Kumite.
Right. Asuka is like the exception to the rule, because she's doing like the face paint thing, and
her characteristics is what steals the show.
Right, and she has like really good facial expressions, and Vince loved that.
Her characteristics.
She's like this special exception, but still, like we're still not there with the girls. We're not at the point where an older chick is going to be getting the same opportunities, But if you're a dude, you could be like 40, 45, 46, and you can still, within reason, be a world champion in any company.
There's examples that I never thought about that. You got a point, like, because, of course, no disrespect. What's the oldest female on the women's roster right now?
I think Jade.
Probably Asuka.
Jade and Asuka, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's their ages?
Jade is 32. I think Asuka is pulling on 40.
Asuka's 42. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
What? Yo, she looks fantastic. That's what's a 42?
Yep.
Yeah, she definitely got she got black in her family.
Yeah, Shayna's 43. Shayna's 43. Let me look up
43?
Well,
Yeah.
I could believe that though. She do look 43. That was accurate. But Oscar, I didn't. That's crazy.
Athena is 35. Let me see how old Talia is. Talia
Yeah,
is
Taya's
48.
Ty is definitely 40.
40, okay.
Yeah, she's 40.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Jade is 32. I think Bianca's 33 or 34.
Yeah. Basically for in WWE anyway, Vince always would he preferred mid 20s, late 20s, and then basically by 32, 33, he was like, nah. He would just cool off the push. He didn't it's stupid too, because you're not old if you're in your 30s. That's it's stupid because you're actually in your prime, technically, in your 30s, but Vince is gone now. But
I'm telling you, that's why I called not Tony Khan, but the other Khan.
Nick Khan.
Yeah, Nick Khan. That's why I call Nick Khan Killer Khan, because that motherfucker doesn't give any fucks. If you're on the line, your ass is fired.
Ballet said Natalia's 41. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Natty's 40? 41? Shit.
I'm not surprised about that.
Huh.
So that'll make her of age. I guess you could say. I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to say the oldest
Natty,
woman in the rock.
yeah.
But yeah,
okay. We got some breaking news. Scott D'Amore just filed trademark for not MLW, but a company with the same name. It's called Major Leaf Wrestling. Not to be confused with Major League Wrestling. So he's trying to start up his own company, I guess.
In Canada, yeah.
I think I seen that. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me see.
Canada.
And I think it should be a small promotion, but it's gonna expand, of course. But
looks like
I just miss those days where it was 80 people on the roster, 40 men, 40 women, and we'll start from there. All this shit, 100, 200 people. It's what are we doing? Because y'all already know damn well half of y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all just sitting at home sucking down Whoppers and collecting a check.
Burger after burger.
Burger after burger.
Hey, a couple of weeks ago, I think TKO asked, what does MFT stand for? MFT Tonga. Well, they never gave an explanation. And since we know WWE listens to our shows anyway, they fucking steal our content. As far as I'm concerned, MFT stands for my fucking Tongan. There you go.
My fucking Tongan. I like that.
How about motherfucking?
I do.
Motherfucking Tongan.
Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck MFT stood for.
It has to stand for that because they haven't explained it. They haven't explained it. So it has to be something. That has to be the cuss word. Orlando just forced a game 7 against Cleveland Sunday night or Sunday morning.
I finally got to hear AJ Styles' theme song. It just dropped on all platforms.
You like it?
How you feeling it?
I like it.
I fuck with it. It's like a remix. Now that I got to listen to it, it's like a remix to his Evil Ways theme.
Oh, nice.
But okay, so when was the last time AJ pulled up? They mixed it up more than that time.
Nah, they basically mixed and mastered it, so now you can hear it clearly.
I literally just asked that. That's literally what I asked you.
The thing about it is the reason why I had to wait is because I agreed with you. At WrestleMania, it sounded distorted as fuck to me.
Yeah, what I was saying. All right, at that time, I guess you could say it was the beginning phases, whatever the case may be. But remember, he showed up the following week, and he added lyrics to the instrumental. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, with lyrics, it sounds better. That's why I was asking you what happened after that. Did they mix and master it? Stuck their knife and fork into that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I sent Sandman a link earlier. I know you said you spat out your drink. If you guys go on YouTube, there's this new trend. There's this new trend on YouTube where people are taking like just random segments from like the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression era, and they're like, if Def Rebel did the theme songs for like classic wrestlers like Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, John Cena.
That shit had me crying.
Are you serious? I gotta check that out.
You can post a link in the chat, so just post a link in the chat.
Yeah, okay, I'll find it now.
TKO, before I actually watched some of Black Taurus's matches. I like them. I say keep them.
Who? Black Taurus? Who the fuck is that?
Black Taurus.
Oh, Black Taurus. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
What is his name now in AEW? What's his name?
I'll Google. Because he just had one match, just one match.
He went up against what's my dude's name?
I watched like all of his
Fenix,
Like I watched all of his matches over. Like his
the Beast Mortal. That's kind of cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Like I watched his matches.
I like Black Taurus. Like Black Taurus, I love that name. Black Taurus.
I know AAA. I know AAA owns Black Taurus. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why he changed it.
But how? I don't mean to cut you off, Black. So give me 1 second. Like, so how did TNA end up using that shit? Because do AAA and TNA got an agreement or something like that?
Because nobody watches TNA. Who gives a fuck?
I think they do now.
But remember, they had a partnership with AAA with TNA at one point.
Oh yeah, they did.
Right.
No, but I watched his matches over. I was like, shit. Like he's good. Like why is he not being used? Like what the fuck's going on?
Dude is a beast for real.
Yeah, I like him.
Because they got hundreds of people on the roster. That's what I was saying from before, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know, these
Black Star,
I miss those small promotions that had like the most 100 people on the roster.
Right.
All right, I'll check it out after the show.
Okay.
You have to put it in the private chat. Though you see it though, right, Black Star?
Yeah.
For future reference, if y'all got some shit people want to watch or whatever, you can put it in the chat. You don't have to put it in the backstage.
All right.
Like I was watching what was I watching? Like I was watching some video and they was talking about like AEW. Like how like AEW is dead. I was like, they're not really dead. It's just they just have the wrong people. They just have the wrong people in the wrong spots.
Yeah, we could definitely all agree with that. You know,
like in the card, like they're not dead by any means. It's just that there's something missing there.
I know what's missing. Tony Khan needs a partner. I
think champion wise, this is probably the best group of champions that they've had. I like their champions
it's too much champions.
Oh yeah, I feel that way about wrestling in general. That's not just an AEW thing. I'm old school. To me, I like wrestling where it's
so you just won four
belts. That's it. You got the tag team belts, the middle card belt, and the world heavyweight belt.
For me, I'm old school. One world title, one secondary title, tag title. That's it. Just
4 belts or three. Okay.
Well, I guess 4 if you want to add a woman's belt, but like
I'll even say 5. Lightweight. You know what I mean? You gotta have because damn well them lightweight motherfuckers ain't gonna go up against a giant. So they gotta have something to fight for also.
Right.
Lightweight belt.
What I'll say low key, and this isn't me taking a shot. What I'll give the AEW women's division is their division stacked enough to support a secondary women's belt. I don't think WWE's main roster is stacked enough for a secondary women's belt. I know they're going to do it
That's why
eventually
they
because
moved.
they just
That's why
introduced
they
one for
moved.
NXT.
That's why they did it for NXT. NXT got a
Right.
women's North American belt.
Right.
I wouldn't be
Which
surprised
means
though. You know
which
why I
means the
think a
main
good
roster is about to have
evolution?
a women's IC, and you
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, it will. I don't know
Yeah,
if it'll be this year, but it'll come at some
that's
point.
always been a big rumor. That always been a big rumor when it comes to the women's in the Continental Belt. But it's like, come on now, who would you when it comes to the inaugural women's Intercontinental Champion? Who would be the first woman?
They don't even have a
Naomi.
roster to support it because none of their
Exactly.
They
secondary
don't.
chicks are over.
to me, like I think that the first champion, and this is just me again, just spitballing here, is that like to me the first like women's IC champion should be Liv.
I think it should be Naomi, personally.
Yeah, Liv and Naomi.
Ooh,
Those,
I like both.
those
I
should be
like both of
your
those
two
choices. I like both of those choices.
mid card titles.
But I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of Liv, yo, that match, because remember we was there live. That match between her and Nia Jax, that shit was that shit was trash. I'm like, yo, what is going on here? Like, and then I hate that shit. Why the fuck is Nia Jax struggling against some punk ass Liv Morgan? That's like the shit with Gail Kim and Awesome Kong. I hate shit like that, Tove. I hate when
that match was great, though. You gotta admit
You
that the match was
you're
great.
making
No, I'm not. I never been a fan of shit like. Now, I could always get behind the David and Goliath storyline, whatever, but it gotta look somewhat believable. You can't be beating up somebody that's like
But Gail Kim wasn't
150
really,
pounds heavier than you.
but Gail Kim wasn't really beating up Awesome Kong. I watched all their matches. Kim got fucked up.
Oh yeah, severely.
Mhm.
But
Like,
whereas
She
Liv
should have
Morgan,
lost.
like
Should have
Awesome
lost.
Kong, like
she
Awesome
did
Kong
lose
like Awesome
many
Kong was full
times.
blown. Was full blown. If she dies, she dies.
Yeah. And Gail Kim did lose many times to Kong.
Right.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do homework on that one. You serious? Wait, hold on. Because I could have swore didn't she beat Kong for the belt? I know she beat Kong for the belt. I know that
Yeah.
much.
It was like the
She
main
beat
event of
Kong.
That's
an
because of a
Impact
roll up.
episode.
Yeah, but she beat Kong
It's because
one.
of roll up.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't because of a roll up. She beat
It wasn't?
Kong. She beat Kong one time, and that was it. And that was when both of them were on their way out anyway. So
Oh yeah, that was when not AJ, but that was when she went back to WWE.
yeah, and
Kong
bombed.
went to
See, to me, the one that was always like stupid was the AJ Lee Caitlyn shit because Caitlyn was actually pretty muscular in the upper area. So when AJ used that octopus submission, like that shit was not believable at all. I was like, dude, like Caitlyn, like I'm pretty confident she's taking
I ain't gonna
shits
lie,
bigger than AJ.
she is like a mini Natalia, like you put Natalia in the microwave or some shit like that.
like then I watched the match when Awesome Kong first used the implant buster on ODB.
Yeah, that was
Actually,
mean.
and actually busted her implant. I was like, eh.
It really did though. That's crazy. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
Like, I was watching, I
That's
was like,
why.
huh. So that's what it's
That's
called.
why. I'm like, that's why you call it an implant buster.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, huh, that's why you call it that, huh? Okay.
Shit. Oh my god.
But Senator Cody Rhodes, yo, I'm telling you, Ballet, we gotta make that a reality. Senator Cody Rhodes, like, really have him like Homelander from The Boys.
The funniest,
telling you, like,
the funniest Cody Rhodes promo was when he walked up to that Chicken Impact and said, "Here's $20." No.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Here's $20. Yeah. 18 more than they were going to pay you anyways.
Right.
Oh man.
Like,
So did you hear that diss track from this dude Rikishi, aka the
Yeah,
Sultan?
yeah. Rikishi ain't one to talk though. This dude didn't even think fucking Too Cool with his Hall of Fame. I'm still fucking heated about that. But yeah.
You giving Hogan ammo. Don't do that. You're giving Hulk Hogan ammo.
like Hogan's gonna come up with a diss track.
Yo, Hulk Hogan, please come out with a come on now, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that would make my year.
Oh, please
God.
do that. Come on, Hogan. I know you got some balls in you.
That would make my year. Please let that happen.
Oh my God.
I'm so here for that.
I would play that every week. If Hogan comes out with a diss track.
Oh man. But yeah, nobody ever. Here comes Rikishi. And then you notice the fucking intro? That was Sheiky Baby in the intro.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. No, but the funniest diss track of all time was the Macho Man diss track.
Be a man, Hulk.
That was the greatest That was the greatest wrestling diss track ever.
Ballet said candy bars. You wasn't feeling that, Ballet?
He's a 60-year-old wrestler. Give him some slack.
It just came out of nowhere. I know that I'm constantly bringing it up, but it just threw me for a loop. Like, just imagine, all right, we all got jobs. You just at work, you know what I mean? And we also wrestling fans. You at work doing what you do, you get a notification. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? You pull out your phone. Cacao. Rikishi comes out with this track against Hulk Hogan. What did that bug you? I'm like, what the fuck?
When Sandman first told me this morning, I was like, no way. No, you're lying. You're like,
I thought, the first thing I thought, I was like, oh, this is some AI bullshit. And it's really not AI.
I was like, no, you're lying. You're lying. Like, I was expecting you to send me the Macho Man diss track. I was like, okay, that sounds more realistic. So,
but yeah, B. I want to talk about my dude Matanza. I want to ask you guys because I'm not too familiar with NJPW. Is that his first title in NJPW?
A singles title, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, singles title. And he beat Zack Sabre Jr. to do it. Not a bad feat.
Wow, really? Yeah, remember? Yeah, because didn't Zack Sabre beat Matt Riddle?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Riddle
and what the fuck? Where's Matt Riddle now? What the fuck is Matt Riddle doing now?
Still
probably getting ready for. He's probably getting ready for Kanye porn or whatever the fuck Kanye's gonna call his site. Who knows?
Oh
that
God,
dude
come
is
on!
That dude is a goddamn. That dude want to be a porn star so bad. Like, good lord.
That dude was using that belt to break his weed up on. That championship was a weed tray.
cut his crack on pedal belt.
That dude is man. That dude got a porn star pregnant, so I'm like, he gonna be shooting content with her forever now.
But that's some bullshit, Toph. Like, I didn't need to hear that. My dude's what the fuck?
What the fuck is he gonna call that shit? Yeezy porn? Whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeezy
and he said,
porn.
"Yo, you heard he said he won the threesome with Michelle Obama."
What?
Oh God!
I'm sorry, man. This dude needs to go back on the meds, man. Go back on the meds.
I thought that was fake.
I don't know if it's fake or not. Who knows?
I
didn't see him say it. Like, I didn't see him actually say it out of his, But
yo, man, since you mentioned Michelle Obama, this is so random. I'll never forget this until the day I die. Y'all know those things they do for like presidential elections and stuff, where you're accepting the nomination to run.
Yeah,
like an ogre.
Yeah, all those years ago.
Right,
all those years ago when Obama accepted the nomination to run, I was at school, and people don't pay attention to politics like that. So you see Obama, right? It was mostly mostly black chicks at the school, and they're looking at Obama. Here's this young, educated, handsome black dude running for president. So a lot of these chicks have never seen Obama before. And when his wife Michelle Obama came on stage, and they hugged and kissed, it was like the biggest sigh of relief I heard from every black chick in the fucking room. It was almost as if like they saw Obama and they're like, it's too good to be true. He's got to be married to a white chick. But then when they saw Michelle, they
please
were just
don't be
like,
white.
oh, thank God.
Yo, you right.
Word.
And
And
I bummed out.
Michelle Obama is the hottest first lady. I don't give a damn.
Hell yeah! Like look at the other first ladies. The other first ladies look like I don't even know.
They look like they're relatives. Good lord.
They're relatives.
Bill Murray and drag in the face ass.
They look like they're relatives. Didn't you ever notice Didn't you ever notice all the other presidents are from the South? Jesus.
Yeah, George Bush definitely looked like his wife.
Hillary looked all right before. Hillary looked all right before she started playing for the other team.
Started playing.
Right.
Interception.
Oh God.
And I wanted to say like I bummed out. I didn't mean to say auguration. That was a wrong word I used in that sentence.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, B. Y'all want to get to the card when it comes to these predictions? What's going on here?
Oh yeah,
Y'all think-
Backlash. Oh yeah, Backlash is tomorrow.
Yeah, y'all think Wyatt Six is gonna pull up in France?
No, but
Wouldn't
bring up the
surprise
AEW.
me.
Like bring up the AEW roster because I have like 27 more
Oh,
right
you
now.
still want to do that?
Yes.
Right, yo. Right back like Barbara Bush look just like her husband.
That is creepy, man. Like ain't no way your wife is supposed to look like you.
like the only like a higher ranked nation's presidents is that's pretty much hot as like the Queen of England, or not the Queen, but Princess Diana. Like I thought she was hot before she died.
Oh, Lady Di.
Yeah,
Nice.
there you go.
I'll be right back.
Like then, right now the Clippers are facing the Mavericks. Mavericks up 13-8. Game just started.
The Quaker Oats, man.
Like, know who truly fucked it up for Drew Golek?
Ronda Rousey.
No. Like it was Vince's Merry Band of Idiots. That's who fucked it up for Drew Golek.
Oh, I remember that.
Like it's like I don't know, B. I just wasn't feeling that whole shit from way before. Like I always thought Ronda Rousey. Not when it comes to UFC, but when it came to the her first match at WrestleMania, and everybody was just like I'm like, yo, come on, B, what are we doing here? Shorty was botching all over the place.
Let's be honest, everybody. Ronda Rousey was everybody was dick riding Ronda Rousey from the jump.
Like you knew it was Enter Sandman time when Nikki Garcia was handling.
Right.
Oh my god!
That's the main reason. That's the elephant in the motherfucking room. That's the main reason why Evolution failed. How in the fuck is Ronda Rousey struggling against fucking Nikki Bella? This shit is fucking retarded.
She's a regular on Steve-O's podcast, from Jackass.
Yeah.
And the shit that she said about Logan Paul, that's what made the headlines. But if you actually watch the whole interview, like, she's like, you want to talk about like a person who's never been humbled. She still is capping about the Holly Holmes fight. She was pulling a whole bunch of shit out of her ass. She was saying stuff like she had a flu the week before the Holly Holmes fight. She was talking about like
Yeah.
her ankles were swollen, and in
Holly
effect, it's like,
Holmes.
dude, like you got your ass kicked, dude. Like what happened
Holly
was
Holmes.
her
Holly Holmes
coaches
knocked her.
convinced her to strike with Holly, and that's her coach's fault too, because she was never a striker. Like,
Oh, that pure
it's
idiot.
right, it's been years, man. Like it happens, man. We all get humbled every now and then. Like you thought you was the shit, she fucked around, and you found out. That's it.
Nah. The person who did her the worst was not Juliana Pena, but I forgot her freaking name. Like she was a 135-pound champion. Fucking long ass time.
Was it Amanda Nunes?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like Amanda Nunes, that was ball game over. Because Amanda Nunes freaking
she doesn't have the mindset for entertainment. Not just wrestling, but entertainment in general. I was talking about this shit with Sandman. Like we was talking about this like when we did the fucking stream for Royal Rumble when she won 2 years ago.
Right.
She has a track record. Every time things don't go her way, she ghosts consistently. And you need to understand, or she needs to understand, that in the world of entertainment, whether it's UFC, whether it's wrestling, whether it's like sports, basketball, football, baseball, like any medium of entertainment, when people pay their money, that's their right to cheer and boo
you.
whoever they want. That's how it works. If they boo you, tough shit. Get over
Sometimes
it.
Sometimes they go too far though.
Yeah. But she clearly took the booing for whatever reason, as far as WWE is concerned.
As
She
their
took
fault.
the booing personally and legitimately, like, really, like, she took that shit. It's like, why?
No.
Like,
But Amanda Nunes whipped her ass so badly she had alopecia.
Yeah. Didn't she like not even shake her hand? No. They do the shake hands before the fight, right? She didn't shake her hand,
Yeah,
and then she got
they didn't touch
choked
gloves.
out. Right, she got humbled.
No, she didn't get choked out. She got her ass whooped from minute one. I remember I was in the hospital that night, and my brother went to go walk around the hospital room. He came back and said that Ronda Rousey lost. I was like, wait, what? It's already over? He said, yeah. So how long was that? How long was that? He said 3 minutes. I was like, it took you 3 minutes to walk around the hospital?
Jesus Christ.
He said, yeah. I was like motherfucker. Because like we were supposed to watch the fight, but I think my brother, I had like a really bad stomach problems. Like I was like throwing up all over the place. And like I was in the hospital and like we were sitting there, like, oh, it's main event time. My brother went for a walk. 3 minutes later, he's like, main event's over. I was like, wait, what? Like, when was this? Who told you the fight was over? And then he sent me the YouTube video of like Ronda Rousey just getting her ass kicked from second one to second three. Like, Jesus Christ. And that proved that she couldn't stand. She couldn't stand up. And to me, like, who told her that who told her that she can beat Floyd? Who told her that lie?
That's how you can tell. Like, it's not just her, like her whole circle. Like, I don't know her husband. I don't know her hubby, but you know, he wasn't telling her the truth. Her coaches weren't telling her the truth.
Joe Rogan didn't help manage
her friends were telling her the truth. Like, we all know someone like that, you know? Like, you're in that circle and they're just gassing you up and they're not telling you the truth. Like, nah, man. Like, whatever. The only thing about Ronda I agree on is I agree with her about Pritchard. He's a bitch. Fuck him. I don't care if Cody likes him. Pritchard is a bitch. He always has been. I haven't taken that dude seriously since he talked about, oh, we made DDP the stalker because nobody knew who DDP was. Like, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Fuck Pritchard. Outside of that, though, Ronda is washed. So
I'll be right back.
But the funniest part, like about that whole Ronda Rousey thing, is how massive her ego is. Because it is beyond. It is just beyond bad. Like her ego is probably worse than Blessier, who has a bad ego.
Oh, for sure.
Like, remember when Kobe called Shaq a fat ass? Shaq was whooping his ass. It's that bad. Like, you do not insult the greatest center, or one of the greatest centers of all time, because you think that you're Jordan. Only Jordan could insult Shaq the way they just insulted him.
Oh man.
It's also like just mad. Then like what else happened? Oh, like, did you guys see the Dynamite ratings? And how badly it dropped off second that Dynamite ended?
No. I haven't checked anything this week.
Like I think it was like 703,000. Which again, depending on who you are, might be a good number, might be a bad number. I'm not one of those people. But it went from 703 to 400, and I think 402 by the time Dynamite ended and fucking Rampage began. I was like, if you do not end that fucking show, if you not put that shit on ROH on Honor Club and call it a day.
I used to be an Honor Club member back in the day. I haven't been on there in a long time.
Yeah, back when it was good.
Back in
but it could have been a rival.
I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I said I wish I was a kid again.
Looks like if you don't end that show and put it on Honor Club, what the fuck's wrong with you? But there's a reason why WWE's in France. You guys do know the reason, right?
What's the reason?
It's because 3 months later, NBC is supposed to be going back. 2 months later. They're supposed to be coming back for the Olympics.
Right.
Again, about like what?
But what is that? Like, I understand, WWE, they got to deal with Peacock, but what other than that? Like,
that's the reason why.
That's the only reason. That's it. Are they gonna include anybody from WWE in the Olympics?
Most likely.
Like who? Shit, I will have Shayna Baszler in the wrestling. I'll have her wrestle.
Jade owns the softball team.
Jay Cargill?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's what's up.
Yeah, her and her husband, Brandon Phillips.
Oh, that's dope.
Huh?
Well, that explains why she knows about sports so much.
Yeah, and then you have like Shayna. Shayna could probably do broadcasting for.
No, now you bumming out. Hell no.
What?
You want her to talk on a microphone? You know what? If you think of it, she wasn't that bad at NXT, but still no.
Okay. Like nah. Was either her or DC. Daniel Cormier.
Whatever happened to him? I thought he was gonna end up coming to the WWE. I guess he changed his mind.
No, it's because he works for ESPN.
No shit. All these motherfuckers is underneath the same TKO tree now.
ESPN is not a part of the TKO banner.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now, if TKO buys ESPN, which ESPN is for sale,
really? How
then it
long
might
have
be
been for sale?
for about a year now.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the card though, B. Let's see. Let's see what we got
All right,
going
Toph, bring
on
it
with
up.
the card. Well, since you was talking about Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair and all them,
You want me to bring it up?
and Damage Control, we can all pull up the card. You know, it's all good.
Right. Backlash, Viva la France.
Viva la France.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Backlash is only like 5 matches, right?
Think so.
It's basically a SmackDown pay-per-view with one Raw match. So, yeah.
All right, I got this. This is according to CBS.com. So let me just go to the bottom of the card real quick. All right, pay-per-view starts off with RKO versus the Bloodline, Solo and Tama.
Yeah, you know damn well the Bloodline got to get that.
Yeah, I say the Bloodline, and I think KO is in the pin.
Well, this is where, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, this is where Fatu
Jacob
shows
Fatu
up.
makes his debut.
If he's even allowed to go overseas, I hope he is.
If he's allowed to go to La France.
Because isn't he ex-con?
Yeah, he is. That's the reason why WWE didn't want to touch him. But a couple of months back, Booker said he knew some people and he was going to do everything he could to get his name cleared. So I don't know if they got that shit figured out or not, but this is the ideal spot to debut him. So
yeah, it is. I mean, like he was in headquarters this week, so.
I would ask this: would you guys be mad if they don't go there with it when it comes to Jacob Fatu? What if they just debut him as a singles wrestler, not a part of the Bloodline? Would you be mad
that's
at that?
fine. I just want him to get an opportunity on a bigger stage. He deserves it. He's worked hard, and I'm really happy for him.
This is by far the biggest stage he'll ever be in.
Dude is too damn good not to be.
Right.
Now
we're all pretty much on the same page here. I mean, the only negative about Fatu is he's just going to outshine Solo regardless.
Solo's not bad. Bally, you trying to say Zilla going to pull up?
Oh my God, Zilla Fatu.
Zilla belongs in NXT next. Okay.
Yeah, Zilla.
He still needs more work.
Yeah, he's very green.
Okay, we're all on agreement with the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca and Jade.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
they're gonna. You already know the big three. I guess you could say the big two, since this chick ain't there.
Naomi is technically there, but she's in another match.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the big three is gonna win that match. They're gonna be the new women's tag team champions.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. Toph, we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see the Kabuki Warriors winning because they lost tonight on SmackDown. You know how WWE is with their 50-50 bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a chance. It's not a I'm expecting I'm expecting Jade and Bianca to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lose just because. Okay. But yeah,
Up next, a match that could steal the show. Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's title. WWE women's title.
This is Tiffany Stratton's showcase. She better show up. This is when she gotta shine. This is Tiffany Stratton's night. Tomorrow night is her night. This is when she gotta shine.
So
Bayley. I say Bayley's winning, but Tiffany's gonna definitely steal the show. She's got to show out, make an impression for sure.
Yeah, I say Bayley wins, but yeah, Tiffany has no choice but to steal it. Steal the show.
Yeah. the fans are. I noticed she's very over internationally. So
Completely random. I don't hate Tiffany Stratton, but every time I see her, I get pissed off because I'm just like, I get pissed off, and it's not even her fault. When I see her, I get pissed off because I'm like, how the fuck do you look at Tiffany Stratton and say, yeah, let's push that, but then you don't do fucking anything with Tony Storm when she was there?
Because
Like
Triple H said that.
they're virtually identical. You know, even down to the remember when she was there, it's Tony time, and she says it's Tiffy time. They're both tall,
oh
they're both
shit!
blonde, they're both sexy, they're
Like
both
I got an
fit,
answer for that. Like I got an answer for that, Toph. It's because Triple H is hitting that. So yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh god!
So Ballet says Zilla's on probation. She said
Oh
she did.
wow!
Y'all trying to hit me up. Y'all trying to have me tied up with all types of litigations.
Bro, you
Y'all doing the most.
Sandman's into them jailbirds. Oh god!
Now
But
for
it's
the
definitely her chance, though. Yeah, like this is her chance, B, to really light shit up. I know she's gonna do good, but I think she may be a tad bit overrated, just a tad.
her best moonsault ever is really good though.
I think
She
they're doing
doesn't.
too. I think they're doing a little bit too much. She's good. She is good, but people need to because they basing it more on the sex appeal than her actual work in the ring.
She has a
And
reason to
that's
that's
be.
why
why.
that's why I
And,
was like, how are
and
they gonna
that's
push
why
her,
I
but then
will
they didn't push
never.
Tony Storm? Like they're the same, basically. Like this
I already
company's
told you the
weird,
reasons
bro.
because Triple H is hitting that.
And they will and that is why I will never trust fans when it comes to female talent, bro. Ever.
Yeah, they just want to fuck, and it's like it's more than that. Like I get it, sex definitely sells, but it's like you can't just be like, oh, she's the next best thing to motherfucking air. You know what I mean?
Like I told you the reason why Triple H is hitting that.
Oh
You didn't.
man.
We heard you the second time.
Thank you. Now to the co-main event: Damian Priest versus Jey Uso.
Calm this dude down real quick. He doing the most. Like he just like when you heard it, like, oh, now this is what we're gonna do. Let's move on. Slow down, Black Star. Slow down, sir. Now, so do one of y'all got them card pulled up? I have
Yeah, it was
somebody
just
else.
two. It was just two
There's
matches
only
left.
two
It's a very
matches,
short
so
card. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Priest versus Jey Uso. Who we got?
yeah, this is an important match. Really more so for Priest than Jay. Priest just won the belt. I'm sorry. I like the guy. I just don't see him as a world champion. I just don't. I know it's the lesser title.
We going there. Give the belt to Oos.
No.
Give the belt to Oos. No, fuck that. No. Give the belt to Oos. I think, on some real shit, if Triple H really want to be like, oh, this is a new administration, give the belt to Oos. Give it to Jey Uso. That's it.
He already
Have
proved. He already kind of
this dude
proved it.
JD McDonough. Have JD McDonough cost this dude the fucking the championship match. Because this dude Jey Uso is fucking over. Just go with it.
Well, where I was going to take it is right now. Priest, he's on that Punk 2008 shit, like when Punk first cashed in. But like when you remember when Punk cashed in that first time, Raw had like some heavy hitters. They had like Orton, Batista, Jericho, Cena, JBL, and like, oh, and by the way, Punk's your champion. So it's like, like he was the champion, but like he was not on that level. And it's like after this draft, I'm looking at Raw, and it's like, man, you got Gunther on there, Jey Uso there, you got Sami Zayn there, you got Bronson Reed there, and it's like, wait, who's the champion again? Priest? It's like, oh yeah, it's like when you think of a world champion, you should just know who the champion is. You shouldn't have to think about it. I have to keep remembering, oh yeah, Drew's champion, or not Drew, but Priest, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, this is going to be an
should have been
important match for
champion.
him.
He actually should have been champion, but it's all
Well,
good.
he
Right,
was
right,
the
right.
champion, so
Do you think like if Priest wins, like do you think it because of bullshit?
I think if Priest wins, he's definitely gonna break away from Judgment Day.
But do you think that he wins because somebody interferes because of
They
bullshit?
Probably.
haven't done enough for me to really get a reading on what kind of heel is he going to be. I mean, he's still a heel clearly, but
They
I don't know what
kept
kind of heel
teasing.
he
They
is.
just kept all they did. They kept teasing that there's problems in the Judgment Day, but
And
I don't know if
it
it's
should
gonna be
really,
like a.
I think it should elaborate on that shit. Be like, by having this dude Damian lose the belt to Jey Uso. You know, remember this dude Jey Uso got Braun Strowman. You know what I mean? It's looking like that's what they about to do. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised either if have this dude Braun Strowman holding this dude down while you go up against the Judgment Day. And this dude is just over. If this dude Triple H says this is the new administration, do something different. Have this dude Jey Uso win the world championship at Backlash. Fuck it. Strike while the iron is hot.
But if Jay wins the title, then there's clearly something really bad going on with Jimmy. If Jay wins the title tomorrow night,
What he said then?
Well, Jimmy is injured, so I don't know how long
but
he will be out.
he's gonna be out for longer than you think.
Well, then if that's the case, then
Wait,
they
hold
should.
on. Go ahead, Chicky. Go ahead.
Well, if Jimmy is going to be out for a minute, then Jay should get the belt.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
like,
sure.
But why
I'm pretty sure that.
why
Go
are we
ahead.
talking about Jimmy though? Like,
because we all know the plan. The plan
no.
is to have the 6-man tag for SummerSlam.
Why would it be?
That's clearly the plan.
I don't know why it would be, because
Exactly. Whose plan? That's not even God's plan. Ain't nobody here for that nonsense. Like, Jimmy needs to stay far away from Jey Uso. That's it. Why does everybody keep trying to pitch that narrative? Like, oh, the Usos need to come back together. Why?
No, like I'm right along with you. The match shouldn't happen. If anything, it should be Roman versus Rock at Mania, and just leave it at that. Just leave it there.
Well, there's many ways. There's many other ways they could get there without Jey Uso involved. Honestly.
And then you have the matchup of either Jay versus Jacob, and Jimmy versus Tama. Those are your matchups.
I'm just being real. I think Jey Uso should be done with the bloodline. Honestly.
He is.
Exactly.
That was the whole point. That was the whole point of the story, to get away from it.
Right.
So,
and that's why
he's supposed to be moving forward.
And if the plan was to reunite the Usos, why keep Jay on Raw?
Right.
I even gave a plot to Michael Cole, because the match was shit, but Cole, at least he gave more of an explanation than they ever did. He said Jay had the confidence to leave the fold. Jimmy didn't. And I was like, damn, if only someone actually said that in a fucking promo. But to Michael Cole's credit, like, he did what he could to make it.
Didn't Jay say it though? Didn't Jay say it during like one of their promos? He said it.
Maybe.
Yeah, the one and only promo they cut. And that's when this dude Jay was telling Jimmy, like, motherfucker, you the one that started this whole shit. You the one that caused the rift. And he just went back to sucking, And
it's the Shield thing,
Toph
man.
said it from before. Toph was like, this don't make no sense. Like, what are we doing here? It's
the Shield shit, man. Like, when the Shield broke up, right, back then, in, what was it, 2014?
Or 2014.
The criticism that Roman got at the time was that, like, all right, Shield's no more. Seth changed it up. Ambrose changed it up. Roman didn't. He still had the Shield theme, the Shield vest. Like, he didn't change his presentation at all, right?
Yeah.
Well, after when this bloodline civil war shit started, like Jay changed it up. He changed his look. He changed his style. He even added the whole yeet thing. Like you could see him like really trying to make himself stand out.
Right.
Jimmy didn't. I'm sorry, Jimmy didn't. Like Jimmy was just he was just complacent. He was just like cool. And this goes as far back, like before any of this shit even started. Like back in, I mean, COVID was still a thing. You know, when Roman was gaslighting Jay every single week. Remember, like back in the Thunderdome days, right? Mm-hmm. And then as soon as Jimmy came back, like they just let him join. Like, and he was just like, okay. Like there was no drama, no story, no change of a character. Like
I ain't gonna lie, like I was saying at that time, I was saying that it's a reason why this dude Roman Reigns had him, come back into the fold or whatever, because have him just get beat up, have him like a shield, I guess you could say, no pun intended. Right. Instead of them fighting Roman Reigns, have them beat up Jimmy.
But instead, it just brought the value of the bloodline down.
Right, because Jay was. I like the shit that Jay was doing, and I don't want to go back to the COVID era like at all. None of us do, but like Jay was like he was one of the few people that won that Andre the Giant Battle Royale, and he made that shit mean something. Like when they called him main event Jey Uso, he actually did feel like a legitimate singles threat. I remember he was having like decent matches of like Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, guys like that. And then as soon as Jimmy came back, it was like Jay just reverted to just being a crony. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? It was like a backtrack. And now he's on Raw and he's finally like being a singles person. So, and we're all on the same page. Like we can see the potential. Yeah. And Jay is a singles. So it's like, that's why
I don't understand why people are saying like, oh, Jimmy, they need to reform the Usos.
Right.
I'm like, yo, why?
Here's the problem. Yeah. Here's the problem that none of you guys are seeing. It's because, like, that Jimmy's an alcoholic, right?
Clearly, yeah.
He has to be around his brother. His brother has to keep track on him.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna.
You don't see that. You don't see that.
But that's not. He's not.
What I see.
They're both grown ass men. They're both grown men.
What I see is
he's not responsible. This is how I feel. He's not responsible for anybody. None of them is responsible for each other. At the end of the day, you make your own choices in life. They both grown. They already know what time it is. So we're not gonna do that. And that's not only that. That's reality. We're talking about when it comes to wrestling. When it comes to in the WWE, the Usos is a wrap. Now, if it comes to like a war game or something like that this year, all right, cool. A quick little one-off. The bloodline civil war, whatever. But we know damn well The Rock is not going in no goddamn elimination chamber.
No goddamn war games or elimination chamber. Fuck all that.
War games, all that shit. Anything with a cage and a glass. Rock ain't doing that.
Fuck every single letter of that word.
Right.
I just personally think that Jimmy is he's just chilling. He didn't want to do anymore. He saw the bloodline thing and he was like, oh man, this would be a good payday for me. And everyone has their part to play, but he wasn't really he wasn't putting the work in, and he wasn't getting in shape.
They tried to make Jimmy Sammy when Sammy left, and that was clearly the wrong direction.
Well, you can just see in his work ethic, like Jay. And again, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody. Like, Jay looks, he looks good. No Diddy. He dropped the weight. You can see the muscle, tone. He just has an energy and an intensity when he comes out. And I never see that with Jimmy. I never do. I never have. Even when they were a tag team, if you go back, it's one of those things now. Like, I bet most people didn't even realize it. Like, Go back and watch like any Usos match. It was always Jay that did all the work. Jimmy didn't do anything. You know,
So
he was just
basically,
there.
what you're telling me, Toph, is that Jimmy's book, or no, is that Jay's Booker T and Jimmy's Stevie Ray?
Yeah, but Stevie wasn't bad. Booker was just better.
Stevie
Stevie could still go. Stevie could go out there and
then tag right back out. so
yeah. I get it, but Stevie wasn't bad. Like Booker was just the superior like brother, and that, it is what it is. But like there wasn't like what did Jimmy like when he super kicked Roman, right?
Right.
And he just joined Bloodline as if like nothing happened.
Right.
Like what did he do to change the presentation? He didn't change his attire. He didn't change his style.
Didn't even change the music.
All he did was change the music, but like that was it.
He changed his clothes. All he did was wear nothing but red.
That dude looked like a full Paru dude. Like,
yeah, like
to me, when they jumped the shark,
ridiculous amounts of red.
To me, when Jimmy was done, was like the stupid shit they would do, where like him and Solo would jump somebody, and then Jimmy would like extend his hand, and then like Solo would just ignore him. That just made him come off like a jobber. Like, how are we supposed to give a fuck about you? Like, what?
I'm like, bro, Solo does not want to dap you up. Put your hand down, dude. What the?
There's a line. There's a line from a Funny or Die video, right?
Oh.
Where he said like, oh, they can just we're all red, and pronounce his C's like B's, so people knows where he bumps from.
Oh my god!
Like, yeah, that's Jimmy. So people know where he bumps from.
I cannot,
Knox?
dude.
Wait, Knox commented. Wow, shit. Well, we're about to end the show soon. I don't know if he can still see me or not.
What happened?
Hold up. So Knox commented on the Facebook feed. Let me send him the link. I doubt he'll still see it. Let me do that right now.
Who's Knox?
Knox is
I'm gonna drop that link. Let me drop that link real quick.
Okay. Myself. Sorry about that.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. I figured that this shit would have the link already posted. Pow! They go that link right there. Have my dude Knox pull up.
Hopefully he got it. If he didn't, I'll definitely send him the link for our next show. I've known Knox for a while, so he's cool people.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Which is Vive la France.
We all going to France.
Big ups to the man, really international crowds in general, man. They're so hungry, man, because they don't get wrestling like that. You know,
they rarely get it.
That's why I love the international crowds. They actually have fun.
Like, plus they have to wake up early. They have to wake up early.
Go ahead. We still got one match left. We can go over the main event, even though it's pretty obvious. Cody and AJ is the last match.
It's gonna be Cody. Skip.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I was saying is like, so we're gonna have both champions retain tomorrow. That's what we doing here.
Like it's going to be a John Cena, like a John Cena promo in between one of those things.
I really just think he's definitely gonna do something.
It's definitely it's a stylistic just thing. The difference between your average WWE B show and like an AEW pay-per-view. An AEW pay-per-view is like a very long, like 3+ hour
It's fucking marathon
show. Whereas WWE, they have like these less is more 5 matches with a shitload of segments in the middle of them. And, everyone, there is no right or wrong way to do it. Everyone has their preference and shit. So
if Eddie's shows need 2 nights, all AEW pay-per-views should be 2 nights.
AEW pay-per-views are not bad. They just need to
fucking 10 matches.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. My criticism with AEW pay-per-views is that they're too young. They just go on like just far too long. And my criticism for the WWE B shows, not their main shows like WrestleMania, like it's not that they're too short. WWE's B shows are filler. It's like when you watch anime, like you have canon episodes and you have filler. Like there's really no reason for me to watch this Backlash shit. Like I'm sure it'll be a good card, but like nothing really important is happening. Not really. The only reason you really want to watch this, the only reason you really want to watch this is for the French crowd.
Knox, like how? I don't know. Did Knox? Do you know if Knox got the link? I sent the link.
Well, when he left the comment like an hour ago, so he probably dipped. But I replied to him. But what we'll do is when we go live next time, I'll send him the link immediately because I don't want him to think that we ghosted him or whatever.
9 o'clock in the morning. I hate you all.
You're a rider, my guy. Like, remember we was here. Well, what was it? Clash? Not Clash of the Clash. What was it on the latest one? Where we was up like what 12 o'clock? Not 12 o'clock.
Chamber elimination.
Yeah,
Chamber. Yeah. It was me and this dude, Black Star, Ballet. I think Dynasty. Dynasty. He had pulled up, man. Look, we was fucking working on fumes. I had like 3 iced coffees.
I hated everybody worse then.
Oh, yo, Sandman, your boy Jericho had a good match on Dynamite.
Don't give a shit.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was fighting Shibata, so there's no way you could really have a bad one with him.
Only watched like the first half hour of the show. I ended up falling asleep. No shots at AEW, but I was just tired. I'm gonna end up watching the episode maybe like sometime this weekend.
And speaking of AEW, you could tell they listen to us. Didn't we pitch the idea for Swerve to fight Christian?
Yep.
To our shows, man. Y'all do.
That wasn't it. Yo, that segment was gold. That segment was gold. Being like,
they should listen to me when I cut 3 people immediately.
Well, they got rid of Ethan Page, so technically they listened.
No, but it's the wrong 3 people.
But Swerve versus Christian Cage, Double or Nothing, and the story, and they made sense. The story is there.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Makes perfect sense.
The little bit of that I've seen of Ethan, I've been impressed, but to me, he should have never left TNA to begin with. I never thought he was ready for the big time. Best of luck to him. I'm sure he'll.
Do you think the North gets back together if he goes back to TNA?
Probably. I mean, what else is Alexander doing? He's not doing anything else.
Not true.
They'd be down for that. They were a great team too.
Was down to them or NXT.
Basically, the way it is right now, AEW right now is just like how Black and Gold NXT was. Like in 2017, 2018, where it was like anybody of any name value, Triple H was just poaching. And it was like those people were getting the priority push. And unless you just had like a special connection, a smaller, lesser known name was just not going to get pushed. In this case, for AEW, Swerve would be like the special exception because Swerve was, and I love Swerve, but Swerve was not a big name at all. When you compare him to other names that TK has brought in, like say Adam Cole, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Andrade, Miro, Jay Lethal, like Swerve is like a small name compared to them.
You're right.
But he connected and he got over. But that's like a 1 in a million, like special, like it happens, but that's not going to happen for most people. For every Swerve, there's going to be like a Daniel Garcia, You know what I'm saying? That's just it is what it is.
Oh, poor Daniel Garcia.
I rock with him though.
Yeah, I like
Right.
him too.
I'm telling you, Daniel Garcia, he needs like a black chick that dances like a Puerto Rican. That's just gonna make it work. I'm telling you, him just dancing like that, him alone, yeah, it was a nice launching pad, but I'm telling you, he needs a black Dominican, whatever, like make her look extra exotic and all that. And a
Oh,
little,
I know exactly. We need to get fucking Marty Bell. Where's she at? Remember her?
yo, Marty Bell, Marty
Wow.
would be perfect. Bam,
Right.
there you go.
Oh my
I
God, they're gonna take
remember-
our
She's a
idea. They're
Dominican
gonna take
from
our
the
idea. If
Bronx.
we see Marty, if I see a fucking segment with Daniel Garcia, like in New York or somewhere,
Cody can't
he's
pay
just
us, you
chilling,
son of a bitch.
and we see Marty Bell, TK, give us the paycheck.
I'm
Okay?
telling you, she'll be perfect.
TK, just pay me to be Nick Khan so I can fire motherfuckers. Like I said, there's 30 of you fucks that need to be fired.
Word ballet. Word ballet. If WWE says street business, I swear to God.
It's the pride. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Let's move on.
It's a pride. It's a pride.
Yeah, what's gonna
They
happen
going
is
there with
Wade
it.
Barrett or some commentator, they're gonna have a slip, and they're gonna call it the street business by accident one day. When that happens, I'm gonna lose it.
That day, TK wasn't watching.
Oh my God.
On that day, TK wasn't watching. Until he looks up at his phone and he has like 95 messages.
Bro, man, I will be pissed off, man, if that happens. Because I know even if it's a slip up, they're still gonna use it. I know it.
I saw they did the segment with Lashley and Carmelo. They're taking our ideas because we were the ones that pitched for Carmelo to be associated with Lashley. Like what was like 7 months ago, 8 months ago.
Yeah,
like
with the
that.
hurt, the hurt business.
That was me, you, and TKO. We all said that.
Exactly. That was
Where
the hurt business.
everybody was saying that Melo and Trick should have been with the hurt business.
Man, but by the looks of that segment, it looked like they're gonna be feuding instead of like joining forces. But we'll see.
Melo knows what's good for him. He'll.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm here for that. I'm glad they to just have this dude join the Pride just because he's black. So I'm here for that because they would have, you already know it is. Oh, you're the same ethnicity as this guy or this female.
Let's work together.
Yeah,
right.
All I want them to do with Lashley, and Sandman already knows where I'm going with this. I don't like loose ends. I'm tired of Lashley doing this stupid mid-card shit. Why isn't this dude in the chase for a world title? This dude was never pinned for the WWE Championship. He never got his rematch once. This dude he's in phenomenal shape. He still gets reactions because they tried to make him a heel, but the fans wouldn't boo him. And that was when they were just like, okay, we'll just make him faces. Because when the Street Profits, when they turned, it was supposed to be a heel turn, but the fans weren't booing them either because they were with Lashley. So I don't like the way that they position Lashley because they push him as if like he's yesterday's news. I'm just like, nah, like this dude can still get another run.
Yeah.
He's still over.
He could probably get 2 runs.
Right.
Right.
So
like, let's really be real. Lashley is going in the Hall of Fame. Lashley is definitely going in the WWE Hall of Fame. It will be a crime
at some point, we need to get Cody versus Lashley, and it needs to be like and it can't be a one-off. Like none of that one-off bullshit. They need to have an extended feud that goes for 2-3 matches. I would even go as far as to say Lashley could beat Cody. I know some Cody fans don't want to hear that, but
give it like I give it a 3-match feud, but the last match has got to be like a crazy match, like
the matchup that I want to see more than Cody versus Lashley is freaking Moose versus Lashley. That match needs to happen. I want to see that shit.
That actually did happen.
It happened when?
Yeah, in TNA.
Yeah, when it was Impact.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, they were Impact then.
That shit was trash.
It was trash.
No,
How?
the match was fine. The fact it was how they were booking it that was
Oh,
trash.
okay.
I think what happened was it was like they were building up to Bound for Glory, and I think the title match wasn't even Lashley and Moose, but that was
It
like the most
was
interesting thing on the card at the time. So
it
it
wasn't.
made
Neither one of them. You want to know what's crazy? Neither one of them were champion in this feud.
right.
Oh, they weren't.
I
No,
don't think they
neither
were.
one of. I don't think they were.
Yeah, it was right before Lashley left to go back to WWE. TNA had fallen off.
So just a fuck around and find out feud.
Pretty much.
It was basically spear versus spear.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. But the match was still fine, but it just had no story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get up out of here, like, let's switch gears real quick. Everybody throwing shots when it comes to these diss tracks. What's y'all thoughts on that, B? You know, motherfuckers is bombing left and right.
Does nobody find all these rap beefs just a little bit suspicious?
Somewhat.
Also,
It's healthy.
yeah.
Because I remember it was a time where motherfuckers was acting too, you know, oh, you're my best friend. I've known you for years. And, you know, it's cool because, you know, you got to have a balance. But it's like, come on. It was to the point where it's like, come on now. Like,
I'm with you, man. I personally find I find the rap game just really dull right now. So diss track always livens things up, gets people talking, gets some buzz. And
yeah, because we can't always agree on everything. That's okay. That's what makes us human.
Like the reason why there's so many diss tracks is because rap sucks so much ass.
Yeah. On some real shit, yeah. And not only that, like these motherfuckers ain't selling out shows like that no more. So they're like, yo, we gotta stir shit up. We getting too comfortable.
I'm pretty much like I'm like what Dr. Dre said. Dr. Dre was on this radio podcast a couple of years back, and the way he described it was he said that you know, he goes on social media and he'll see people say shit like rap is dying, and the way he worded it was he said rap isn't dying, it's evolving. It could be evolving to something you don't care for, but it's just the next evolution of it.
Right.
And to kind of finish it off, Dre just said he just listens to what he likes. So if it ain't for you, then don't listen to it. And that's pretty much what I do. I don't listen to shit I don't fuck with. So.
Exactly.
There's so many people in the game that just suck so much. NBA YoungBoy is the epitome of suck. So.
Isn't he about to face 60 years? I heard.
Oh, he is.
Jeez.
Shit.
Is he?
Hold on, let me see. I think he about to face like 60 years.
Well, these rappers be incriminating themselves heavy.
They can't help themselves.
Let me see. Let me find that shit real quick. Let me be sure.
First things first. First things first. Do not live stream me bullshit. Like seriously. Did I put your bullshit?
You mean like those idiots who like rob something and stream themselves on like Twitter while they're doing it?
Yeah, don't put your bullshit on Facebook Live.
Like, why?
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, man, cloud is a dangerous drug. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Chappelle show, cloud's one hell of a drug.
Right.
I mean, these kids can't help themselves, man. They do anything for clout.
Hold on, I think I found it. Hold on, give me a second.
I'll tell you, 90% of these kids need to get backhand. I promise you.
Yeah.
Like a good backhand will set you straight.
Oh, shout outs to Randy Orton at WrestleMania. When he kicked that, whatever the fuck that dude's name, I Show Speed, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, I Show Speed.
Yeah. Randy tagged him for real. That was funny.
Yeah, I think he just reviews video games and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this shit glitching up a little bit. So I think I found it. The show NBA YoungBoy.
No, I watched the other day. Like, I watched when Kane debuted, and Vince.
That's gotta
be Kane.
Gotta be Kane.
Like, I was
Still,
like, oh, shit.
still one of the best debuts to this day.
Everybody ripped the door out of the hinges.
Yeah.
I tried to recreate that with Mark Henry. Mark Henry fucked up something.
I remember going to school.
Talked about that too.
I remember going to school back in the day, and like everybody was talking about the Jay-Z and Nas beef. You know, those were simpler times.
The $7.8 billion.
You see, it's called the Double XL.
$7.8 billion Countertron.
Yeah.
Countertron's not.
7.8.
So 60,
It's 6.5 on Tuesday. 7.8 now.
Yeah, after being charged with 3 additional crimes.
Has he been sentenced yet?
On Wednesday, May 1st, local Utah news, KUTV, reported new charges have been filed against NBA YoungBoy.
Are you fucked up in Utah?
Regarding his arrest earlier this month in connection to a large-scale prescription fraud ring. 63 counts the rapper was initially charged with. He also faces another possession of a firearm by a restricted person felony charge and 2 counts of fraudulently obtaining a prescription.
Yeah.
Black people can't be fucking up in Utah. They'll add years because you're black.
Right. Fuck up in the South, fuck up in southern states, they won't hesitate a second to incarcerate black people. That's why they made songs called "Try That in a Small Town."
Let's get up out of here though, because we gotta go to France. We're on our way to France tomorrow.
A fucking 16-hour flight. You fucks. 9 a.m. You stupid motherfuckers.
Man, I don't know shit about France. The only thing I know about France was that was the location for Rush Hour 3. That was the shitty one.
Oh man.
Like at least you
I kind of liked it a little bit, Rush Hour 3. I know it's not going to be as good as the first one, but that's what goes with most when it comes to most movies, even music. It's never as good as the first one.
They should have stopped after the second one, in my opinion. But it wasn't awful, but still.
But that's how it always is with almost every franchise. The first one is always the best.
I mean, you get lucky if you get.
It's a. We can talk about this on the next episode. It's a 2000s curse. The 2000s, more than any other era, has like this curse of trilogies where like the first 2 were good, but for whatever reason, the third one was just like ass or not as good. Off the top of my head, Blade 1 was great. Blade 2, Blood Hunt was great. Blade Trinity, ass.
Oh God.
Rush Hour 1, great. Rush Hour
Blade
2,
Trinity was
goated.
ass crack.
Blade 2, I said Blade. What else was I talking about?
Rush
Blade Trinity was ass. Rush Hour, yeah. Rush Hour 1 and 2 were great. The third one wasn't ass. It just wasn't as good. Terminator 3, that's not part of the 2000s. The first 2, the first one was the 80s. The second one was the 90s. The third one, T3, Rise of the Machines, not ass, but nowhere near as good as Judgment Day. Is like, not only is Judgment Day like one of the best sequels ever, it's like one of the best movies like ever. Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, great. Spidey 3,
Godfather's 1 and 2 are the greatest movies of all time.
That shit is boring as hell. I hate when people say that.
To me, it is.
Godfather is boring.
What?
It is.
Okay.
If you like it, you like it. I swear, I tried like 3 times to watch The Godfather. I can't get past 1. It's boring.
You think it sucks that much?
Yes. Like my shit is like more like Casino.
Yeah,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Yeah, that's way better.
Scarface.
Right.
That's more my speed.
I'm with Peter. I'm with Peter from Family Guy. There's like a skit on Family Guy where Peter says he doesn't like the Godfather, and like the rest of the Griffins are giving him shit for it, and they're like, "Why don't you like it?" And Peter's like, "It insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon
It insists on itself."
And what's crazy? He sounded crazy,
one.
but yet we understood why he said it.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about. Yep.
Yeah, B. We're gonna pull up tomorrow.
You would.
We're gonna shut this shit down. I'm gonna pull up tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Like at least you fucks get to wake up a little bit. Me, I'm a fucking I'm in a fucking dead sleep. I have to wake up fucking 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. then I have to wake. Then I have to make coffee, drink the coffee, and I don't drink coffee. But fuck you all for making me do it.
I already got my iced coffee.
Oh man!
Shout out to LeBum.
And if you two fucks do not show up tomorrow, I'm gonna have a personal problem on Tuesday.
Get him.
Because
I have to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
What's the show again?
At noon.
So I guess it starts for 11 o'clock for me, 12 o'clock.
Oh shit! I'll be I'll be at work. I know I'll be at work this time. I don't know when I'm gonna get off.
So Toph has an excuse. TKO, you have no excuse.
It starts at 1 o'clock for me, so
so it starts at 12. Okay, it starts at 12 for me.
Yeah.
If I can show up, I'll show up, but because I don't know when I'm gonna get off. You know, Saturday shifts would be.
I'm gonna personally take that as a fucking insult to me.
You'll be all right.
What?
You be all right, Black Sauce. Sheesh, like you acting like this dude, Beavis. Your bums. Anyways, let's get up out of here, B. I'll see y'all tomorrow, B.
Alrighty.
Peace out. What the fuck?